It's a cat? It's a dragon? No, it's Bigu Bagu and Sisters idiom.
Feng and Shui sprawled on the sofa like two melted mochi. Mental state minus 99%, icons appearing above their heads. Shui sullenly remarked that their mother's actions just now had sent her brain went south. Feng, holding the thick pet contract, read it while breaking out in a cold sweat, unable to help but complain. This isn't a contract. This is a unequal treaty designed to rip off our daughter. Even if the shredder breaks, they'll blame the pets. Shui waved towards the shadows behind the cabinet and TV, and Bagu and Bigu peeked out like two round rice balls. Shui said, "Hey, Bibi, come here, we need to have an emergency survival meeting." Then, when Bigu and Bagu came to Shui, with a serious expression, pointed at the map on the wall with a cat toy as a pointer, and said, "We need to talk about that big guy, the UFO you crashed in the park." In Shui's imagination, a giant UFO was being lifted away by a crane, surrounded by people in protective suits ready to be taken for research. Shui's tone was both helpless and serious. "If it gets sent to a lab or a museum, we'll really burn our bridges, and you two will never be able to go back." Feng leaned closer, looking intently at Bigu and Bagu, his tone filled with pure curiosity. "So, what kind of energy does your tourist bus run on? Nuclear energy? Light energy? Or antimatter?" Bagu tilted his head in thought, while Bigu drew a circle on the ground with his paw, dotting the center. Bagu recalled while explaining, "There's a lot of that energy on Earth. It's a kind of hot, sweet, and exciting stuff." Bigu gestured as he added to Bagu's words, "It's usually hidden inside white or brown crystals, and humans eat it every day." Feng and Shui looked puzzled. They felt like they'd heard this somewhere before. Shui's tone was uncertain. "It sounds familiar, but I feel like we're chasing rainbows. What is this?" Bagu suddenly pointed to a word on the punishment dessert budget sheet, in the contract left on the sofa. Bagu's voice was filled with surprise. "That's it. You call it sugar." Feng and Shui froze, shattering into pieces. A fallen leaf drifted by in the background. Feng's tone was incredulous. "Huh? Your UFO operates on sugar?" Bigu and Bagu nodded proudly. Bigu stated that high-purity black sugar has the strongest energy, enough to fly halfway across the galaxy. Bigu seriously declared that with enough sugar, they could kill two birds with one stone. Repair the energy tank and fill their stomachs at the same time. Feng suddenly realized a serious problem, grabbing his hair and yelling, "We're doomed! Mom's on a sugar-free diet at home. The only source of sugar is the compensation dessert in the contract." Shui, recalling the incident, stared at Bigu and Bagu in shock, her voice tinged with uncertainty. "So, to help you get home, we have to become the black sheep of the family, breaking things to earn money for dessert compensation?" At that moment, Mom peeked out from the study doorway, a dangerous aura emanating from her. Her sunglasses reflected the shrewdness of an accountant. "I think I heard someone trying to break something." Feng instantly felt goosebumps, Shui trembled, and Bagu's tails stood on end. Silence fell over the entire scene. To be continued.
Bagu, Bigu, 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 Bagu, Bi. Bigu, Bagu, 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 Bi. Bagu, Bigu, 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 Bagu, Bi. Bagu, Bigu, 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 Bagu, Bi. Bigu, Bagu, 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 Bi. Bigu, Bagu, 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 Bi.